It's been a really good time in recent years to be a silly little Digimon freak like me. But if you're a champion for Digimon like Fanbeemon and Dominimon from V-Tamer, things didn't go so smoothly for a while there. However, recently, thanks to the card game, the Vital Bracelet, and even like Digimon Adventure 2020 and Ghost Game, we've actually seen a lot of underrepresented, forgotten Digimon get another outing in one form or the other. Fanbeemon showed up in Adventure 2020. Dominimon's getting its own B-Memory. But I thought it had been a while, so it was time once again to invoke time after time, because I still think there are at least 10 Digimon you'll never see again. What's up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching another video, I do appreciate it. And yeah, there are a bunch of Digimon that we probably almost certainly won't see again. Now, some Digimon that I thought we'd never see again have shown up. The Digimon World 1 Golemon was in Digimon Adventure 2020. The Bemon line got brought back to life in the Digimon card game. And so I actually now have a lot of faith for Digimon that I never previously had faith for. However, I've still got a list of Digimon that I'm pretty sure we're never going to see again. And if they do, hell, I'm happy to be proven wrong. So let's begin with number 10. No. What the f***?
I can't believe you've done this.
So we begin with number 9, and that is every single Appmon. I'm just kidding. I actually think there's a good chance that we will see Appmon again in future, probably in the card game of all places. It would make sense if an EX set, for example, focused on Appmon, but there is that Appmon Navimon who does have a Digimon counterpart, Navimon. I talked about this a few times in videos. This Navimon is basically a tutorial or navigation Digimon that showed up in the instruction manual for the D-Scanner toy, and basically taught the reader how to use their D-Scanner. It's never been added to the reference book. It's never been referenced since. It's only in very recent years that we even have scans of art of Navimon. A few years back when I started this channel, we didn't even have a piece of art for Navimon. So while yes, it's technically likely that Navimon could show up again, I think things like Raidramon being called Lydramon in the card game, to me indicates that they are kind of future-proofing any times that Appmon might show up in the card game and beyond. And so as such, I think they're not going to bring back a really old, obscure Navimon when the Appmon Navimon exists and was more of like a GPS Appmon. Sure, Navimon could show up again in future, and I'd love it if she did. It would be interesting to see her as a reference in maybe, I don't know, Digimon Seekers, or if we actually get a Digimon anime again. But for now, I'd be fairly confident in saying we're almost certainly never going to see her again. And then number 8 really pains me, and that is Citramon. I adore Citramon. I talked about this in my video covering my top 10 Digimon redesigns. I think it actually works really great and is such a Digimon thing to do. If you have to censor or localize a Digimon, doing something wacky with it feels great. However, it does feel very much like a one and done thing. Bomber has shown up again in Digimon media outside of Japan since in World Next Order. Because Citramon was created for such a specific reason, the bomb attacking the theme park, they probably don't need to use it again. This is not a System Noir CL situation where the perceived problem, none with guns I guess, offending religious people, is a persistent issue, so they keep using CL. CL even becoming an official Digimon in Japan as well. Citramon, however, I would love to see him get a card. I would love to see him show up on V-Pets alongside his brother, his twin Bomber-Nanimon. But as the days go on, I feel less and less confident we will ever see him again. Could happen though. I'm still holding out 1% hope, unlike the next pick. And that is Bun or Damemon. There was a while where V-Tamer jail very much felt like a thing. Didn't really see a lot of V-Tamer exclusive Digimon, but that's starting to end. Taichi and Zeromaru have presence in the card game. Like I said in the intro, Dominimon is on the Vital Bracelet BE now, but come on Digimon, I don't know if we're ever gonna get rep for that. I feel like if we were going to, we would have seen some tamer cards for it by now. And also, Bun is kinda grungly. I personally think he's cute, but he's a lot harder to market. It's kind of a mix of Koromon and Agumon, and while I do think there's something of a chance that the other Come On Digimon could show up again, specifically their version of Deathmon and its variations, outside of maybe a reference somewhere in the back of card art, or in some kind of Digimon web art celebrating how many years it's been since Come On Digimon, I just think Bun is relegated to the past. Here's one some of you may have just never heard of, and that is Hubmon. This is a Snake Digimon USB hub, and it's kind of the mascot Digimon of Habu, Kazumasa Habu, who is kind of the lead producer on most Digimon video games these days. Though we did also work on Tekken 5 and Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, shoutouts. Hubmon similarly is currently not an official Digimon. You might say, well, why is it on the list then? But there's a bunch of Digimon on this list who've never been referenced since, like Bun, don't have reference book listings, etc. So I think if they count, Hubmon counts too. Hubmon was basically what Habu used during the era of Digimon Stories Supercross Wars Blue and Red and Digimon World Redigitized, the original releases, where Habu had a blog during the development period of these games. But unfortunately, that blog has long since stopped, with it being suspended at the end of November 2011, almost 12 years ago now. Hubmon is funny because it's a snake and a USB hub, but also the way you say it in Japanese, Habumon, sounds like Habu, that's why it kind of resembles Habu too, it has his glasses. It's basically Habu's avatar. And if he does decide to start blogging again, are people still blogging period in 2023? Maybe we'll see it again, but given that it didn't even show up in the video games that it was the blog mascot for, I doubt it's going to show up like in the next Digimon story game. Then is Digimon that we've never seen official art for to this day. The Armor Digimon from the Armor Evolution to the Unknown audio drama. The TLDR, I've talked about it before, other people have talked about it before, is that in this audio drama, the adventure partners actually got to Armor Digivolve, kinda. It was sort of a comedic, dreamy piece, and we never saw any art animation of this because it was audio drama exclusive. Gabumon became Kita Kitsunemon, Gomamon became Urashimamon, Halmon became Chia Galmon, Biomon became Kyukanchomon, and Tentomon became Jiko Chumon. And these were, like I say, just for comedic purposes. Now, I do think it's theoretically possible that at some point in the future of Digimon, we may see the adventure partners Armor Digivolve. This has actually happened inside media. Most of them have Armor Digivolution forms, but not one specifically crafted for them. So yeah, maybe in 02 the beginning they'll randomly Armor Digivolve, but I doubt it. I don't think they're going to be joining Patamon and Gatomon anytime soon, and as we've still never received official art, though a ton of Digimon fan artists, including artists that I work with, have created these forms, that's probably where the buck's going to stop, at least in my opinion. Then is Gallantmon Chaos Mode. And this is basically an evil version of Gallantmon Crimson Mode, a mode change for Chaos Gallantmon, created exclusively for the Bandai US toy line, and again has never been given official art. The only pictures we have of it are the toy. This has never been a thing in Japan. Chaos Gallantmon has been a thing, and I think there's been plenty of opportunity for this thing to show up again. I don't know why Chaos Gallantmon couldn't have a mode change to Gallantmon Chaos Mode, Chaos Gallantmon Cyan Mode, I don't know. But given that Chaos Gallantmon is in a lot of stuff, including the card game, it feels super unlikely that this American / non-Japanese toy is ever gonna get its dues. Now, never say never. I actually predict that maybe we could get a situation similar to Cathilamon, where Marine Angemon Blast Mode existed. Talked about that in my last video, go check it out. And they made a Digimon very similar to it, but not exactly. Maybe one day the Japanese creative team at Digimon will give a mode change to Chaos Gallantmon, but I don't think it'll be literally called Gallantmon Chaos Mode, because it would just be a little bit too confusing. Then we have all the Digimon from Digimon Legendary Skies, the cancelled Digimon Frontier sequel. I wanted to make a video on this for years now. Unfortunately, my skills at Chinese are zero. Frankly. And information on Digimon Legendary Skies is hard to find anyway. It would be easier if I spoke Chinese, but I don't, so even trying to find articles on it are incredibly difficult. Machine translation can make tons of facts inaccurate, and if I want to do a full lore deep dive on something, I'd like for it to be factual. When I'm just talking off my ass about my opinion on stuff, I care a little bit less because it's just for funsies, but if I want to put out information to that degree, I'd like to do it properly. So that Digimon Legendary Skies video is probably never going to happen. However, there are a bunch of Digimon in Digimon Legendary Skies that were created for it and then we never saw again. Again, it's a Chinese manhwa, so that would possibly explain it, but you know, Digimon Century is an official Digimon product and has official Digimon that are getting reference book listings and stuff. So that definitely could have been the same situation for Legendary Skies. There's Fushisho, this cute little bug looking guy. Anhei Noir, literally the dark goddess, the main antagonist. Shojisho, who are mobile phone Digimon, among many others. There is always, again, a chance that these could be resurrected someday, reinterpreted, made into something else, but I just think it's unlikely at this point. They've never been referenced since. The manhwa itself got cancelled before it even fully went out. I love a lot of these designs, but I never see them coming back again. Our penultimate set of Digimon are the crowdfund reward Digimon, given as rewards to people who backed at a certain tier on the Digimon Adventure 20th Anniversary Memorial Story Project. That being Equistramon, Ganvivamon, Piontomon, Madomon, and Rurimon. These Digimon were created for 5 people who backed that crowdfunding project. I think it was like the highest tier you could book. And they were also all given plushies of the Digimon they created. Now, interestingly, it is the case that the fans did not retain any of the rights to the Digimon created. They do not own the copyright. So I do think one day Bandai could go, right, it's been enough time, we're using them. But I feel like almost the window is closed a little bit, and that maybe not so much out of contractual or copyright obligation, but just like respect for people who backed a crowdfunding campaign for Digimon, we're probably never gonna see these guys. But I really want Time After Time to activate in this case. I think a little promo set as promo cards for the Digimon card game would be fantastic. Equestramon doesn't really have much purpose when we've got Bluecomon in its evolution lines already, but you know, more Ice Dragons is always fun. Ganvivamon's an incredible design. Biontomon, Madomon, and Rurimon are super cute, but a lot of these Digimon have very personal stories to the people that requested them. Madomon was based on a real dog that the person lost. Ganvivamon is related to the fact that the person who asked for its wife had cancer. They're all kind of really personal stories, and well, yes, the Digimon could exist outside of that. I just think Bandai is likely to play it safe, at least in the immediate future, and probably aren't going to start throwing them into a ton of merchandise and making money from them. Not because legally they're not allowed to, just because it's not a great look. But you know, technically, as I say, the crowdfunding supporters do not own the copyright to these Digimon, so they could show up one day, but it might be a little bit tacky. And finally, did you guys know about this one? Woodymon. Yep, it's a Digimon version of Woody from Toy Story, except it's also more than that. Woodymon is like a fake spoof Digimon, almost in a similar manner to Hubmon, actually. Based on a developer of the Digivice version 15, among other stuff, goes by the nickname Woody Takabayashi. But because Woody Takabayashi goes by that name, this spoof Digimon combines his appearance, notably his glasses, just like Hubmon, with Woody from Toy Story. Google has failed me. I can't even find out what Woody Takabayashi's real name is. It's pretty clear cut the reason we're never going to see this Digimon is on 2 factors. One, it was a spoof, so yeah, it was never really intended to be a real Digimon in the first place and more a bit of fun art for a developer, but also because it's so clearly based on a property that neither Toei nor Bandai Namco own. You can homage something, you can reference something, and especially if it's something you already own, like Kamen Rider, you can go wild. I don't know if Pixar's going to give them their blessing to ever make Woodymon a real thing, unless they grease their palms with several $1 million, but I do dream of the world where Woodymon and Buzzymon, those are dildos, and the rest of the Roundout gang get to exist. Rexymon, make it happen. But anyway, that is a bunch of Digimon that I feel really certain we're never gonna see again, but again, Time After Time is a cruel mistress. They have not had Pokemon news at a direct in ages. They've had maybe follow-ups, I would say maybe. So it definitely could happen. Oh my god, that Pokemon stuff. Can't believe that happened. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Shout outs to my sovereigns, It's Elementary, ZDK14, and Jmon, as well as all the other members you can see on screen right now for supporting this channel with their hard-earned money. You can really help the channel out by just watching another video. There's one on screen right now. Subscribing, liking, and stuff all still absolutely helps. But the way you tell YouTube that you're interested in this channel and that other people will be interested, just keep watching a few videos. Watch some old ones. All of that really helps the channel for absolutely free, so I really would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye bye.